Welcome to the course Introduction to R Programming. In this lecture, we will discuss about sequences part 2 as part of data management. Coming to outline, here first we will discuss about sequences for vector combination, then sequences for working with dates, then sequences with letters, then sequences with alphabets, then finally conclusion. So in our previous lecture, we already discussed what is a sequence, then what is the syntax for the sequence, what are the various arguments that are included in the sequence, then some of the examples related to by default increment +1, -1, or increment by a particular constant with predefined length, then increment or decrement with a fractional value. So where these examples are demonstrated. You can recall again the syntax for creating a sequence using SEQ with small letters. So SEQ, it consisting of from as 2, by default 1, then 2 value as 1, let us assume n, then by. So by is the increment value that can be calculated by 2 minus from by length dot out -1. Then another argument length dot out equal to null by default, along dot width equal to null, etc. These are all the various arguments presented in the sequence function. So where 2 is the last value, by is the increment value, then increment equal to 2 minus from by length -1. So this we already discussed in our previous lecture. You can recall once, same syntax will be used, but working with vectors, dates, letters, and alphabets. Then one more example you can demonstrate here. So earlier we used sequence of from value comma to value, and some cases using by, some cases using length. Then another way what we demonstrated, sequence from direct value comma to direct value without using from equal to equal to. Two methods we discussed. Here another way is directly you can give a constant value within the sequence function. Then by default it start with 1, then it generates the sequence till that value. For example, here you can see sequence of 10. That means it start with 1, it generates the sequence till 10. Length here, whatever the length, it is not a problem, but the sequence from 1 to 10, by default the increment is 1 here. Now you can see here, first it takes 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, and so 9 plus 1, 10. So 10 is the end value. Like that, the sequence is generated. Similarly, this command is same as, you can give another way, sequence of first value colon last value. So 1 is to 10. Then the sequence starting with 1 and ends with 10. But here we are not talking about length, whatever the length, it generates the sequence with the starting value and ends with the end value. Same by default increment is 1. So 1, 2, 3 and so on. The difference you can say increment value is 1 simply. So this command is same as this one. Now we will also execute this one. First you can open our R software. So first here we are using sequence of a particular number. Then the sequence generated by default starting from first value, then continues till the end value is 10. Whenever you can enter, see it generates 1 to 10 sequence. Same command you can give by providing the range. So starting 1, ending is 10. That can be given 1 is to 10. Now you can see the same output is generated. So there is another example. Then coming to our next topic in the sequences. So sequences by assignment of an index vector. By taking a vector by providing the index. So in this case, how to generate the sequences for index vectors. For example, here you can see we are storing a vector C of 9, 8, 7, 6 into X. Then you are creating an index variable ind equal to by using the sequence function. So suq of along equal to X. See, the along argument is using now here. So along equal to whatever the variable name you can use, it calls the values from the variable. Here along equal to X means, so it takes the X value. What is X value? 9, 8, 7, 6. With these values, so it generates the sequence by providing index. So whenever you can run this command ind is the name where we stored sequence of along equal to X. So by default, the index value start with 1, then it continues along with X. So first X value is 9, for that it provides index as 1. The second value is 8, for that provides index as 2. Third value is 7, provides index as 3. Fourth value as 6, provides the index as 4. The index start with 1, then continues till the number of values in the vector. So whenever you can run this program, here you can see the screenshot. So first you can create a vector with 9876 that can be stored in X. Then ind equal to sequence of along X, and you can call ind. Then you will get 1, 2, 3, 4 indexes. So here explanation you can see how this will be. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. What are these values? Index of the vector. For index of which values of the vector? In the vector, whatever the order, by default left to right. So the first index is the index of the vector value 9. The index 2 is the index of the vector value 8. Then 3 is the index of the vector value 7. Then 4 is the index of the vector value 6. So in this order. Now we will also demonstrate this one. First you can store one vector into C. So C of 9876 in the reverse. 9876. Now we are defining an index by using the sequence function. So here we are taking sequence of along equal to X simply. Then you can call ind. Then it displays the index values, not original vector values, indexes. This is the output. Then from the vector, based on the position of the index, you can find out the vector value by calling the variable name with square brackets, by using the index value ind within square bracket the index value. Here we have 4 values 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever the index value you can provide, that particular vector value is displayed. For example, here you can see ind of 2, that means index 2. So what is the corresponding value of index 2? Here you can see, so 8. So that is the output. So like that, a particular index value, actual value that can be presented in the vector can be obtained using this command. So see here, that thing only discussed here. Accessing a value in the vector through index vector to access a particular value. So you can define the index same as previous one. Index equal to sequence of along equal to X, and call ind. It displays 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if you want to display a particular index value, so X of ind of 2, the second index value. So what is second index value? 8. If you can give suppose first value ind of 1, it displays 9. If you can give ind of 3, it displays 7. If you can give ind of 4, the fourth index value is 6. Here in this example you can see we have given 2, the second index value is 8. Then we give 4, the fourth index value is 6. Now we will also execute this one. So now you are calling here, whenever you are calling a particular value from the index vector, you have to give the square brackets. So x ind of, so suppose first I want the first position value, then close all the square brackets. Now you can see what is the first value, you can see here 9. Then you want second value, second index value is 8. Now you can see you will get 8. Then third index value is, what is third index value? 7. Then fourth index value, what is fourth index value? 6. Like that you will access a value in the vector through index vector. So then coming to our next concept in sequences, generating sequences of dates. So till now we discussed about sequences of a particular length or particular range for numerical values with default increment plus or default increment minus, or a particular constant increment or a constant fractional increment or decrement. So all this we demonstrated. So now specifically we'll work on dates, our calendar dates. If you want to display month wise, if you want to display day wise, if you want to display year wise, starting ending dates, months, so etc., those can be also demonstrated using the sequence function. So in this you can observe this is the syntax. Again you can recall: sequence of from value comma to value, then by value, then length dot out equal to null, comma along dot width equal to null, so and so on. These are all the various arguments. Now again you can recall the explanation about the arguments. From here we are talking about dates. So from argument takes the starting date, it is required mandatory field. Then to argument it takes the end date, it is optional. Then by argument increment of the sequence with respect to the following only. So here we are talking about the same sequence syntax for dates. So increment of the sequence with respect to day wise increment, with respect to week wise increment, with respect to month wise increment, with respect to quarter wise increment, with respect to a particular value. So in place of by, you can use any of these 5 values only. Other than these 5, it won't take any whenever you are working with dates. Then length dot out, so it is the integer optional desired length of the sequence, the length of the sequence. Then along dot width, just now we demonstrated an example. Take the length from the length of this argument. So this is the syntax of creating a sequence for dates. Now we will see some examples with respect to all. The first one, sequence of first day of years. Suppose you can take starting year, ending year. Then every year the first date is displayed. For that you can see the syntax. So here for working with date functions, so we can use the command as in place of starting date as dot dat, here D is capital. So within brackets with double quotes, you can give the date format as year, month, day. So reverse format. So YYY hyphen month hyphen day DD. So in this format only you have to give the date. So whenever you can give as the date, by default it compares with the system date from whatever the date you have given from date. So then next field is as dot date, but the command is same as dot date only, but values are changed. Here one value, second place is another value. So by default first one is the first starting of the date, then second one is the end of the date. Then by, so here you can display with respect to years or months or week or day or value out of these 5. You can give anyone. For example, here what we are doing, sequence of first day of years. So then by equal to years. So whenever you can execute this command, the output is displayed below. Here you can see, you can observe the output. So first, the default starting date is displayed. That is 2001-1. Then what is the matching option we have given years? So it has to display 2010 to 2020. So starting date should be displayed in each and every year. Now you can see 2010, the starting date is 1/1/2010. Then in 2011 next year, the starting date is 1/1/2011. So like that, what is the end date? It displays till the end date. The end date is 2020. That means it won't display the end date exactly. In the end date year, the starting date will be displayed. So 2020 7th month 15th, that is today's date, 15th July 2020. So in 2020 year, what is the starting day? Is January 1st 2020. So this date is displayed. So this is the output what we obtained. Now we will also demonstrate this one. Now we can come to our R software. So you can type this command. So sequence as dot date D capital within double quotes, starting date you can give. For example, 2010 January 1st, comma, then end date again using same as dot DAT, D is capital. Now end date. So today's date, today is 15th July 2020. So first year 20, then month July, then day is 15. Then you can close it. Then by, here by equal to, we are giving with years combination. So within double quotes we have to give. Now you can run this one. Now you can see. Here you can see the starting date is 2010 January 1st. The end date is 15th July 2020. So in between, including starting year and ending year, every year it displays the starting day of that year. 2010 starting year is January 1st 2010. And so on 2020 starting day is January 1st 2020. Like that it displays. Then that is sequence of first day of years with a specific range. Then coming to second example, sequence of days. So here you can display the dates by matching with days, and a specific length is also given here. For example, here the date is January 1st 2017. Then if you want to display by days from this date with length 6, so 6 values needs to be displayed. First one you can see January 1st 2017. Then 6 dates will be displayed day wise with length 6, total 6. Then next month, so now it is January, now it is increased by 1. Why? Because the length is till 6. So 6 dates will be displayed based on the same year, same month, 6 days. So here the first day is 1. So 1/1/2017. Then second day is, next day is 2. Second day 2. Then third day is 3. Fourth day 4. Fifth day 5. Sixth day 6. So here it ends at this date. The reason total the length is 6. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that it displays by days. So another one here 15th July 2020, that is today's date. Again same by days, length equal to 6. Total 6 dates will be displayed in this month, starting with 15th. Now you can see first 2027 15th, next day is 16th, next day is 17th, next is 18th, next is 19, next is 20. Total 6 days are displayed. Whenever you can use by equal to days. Now we will also run this one. Now you can recall the previous one. You can take any one. Suppose here end date is not required. Starting date you can give, then by equal to, here we are taking days. Then from that date it displays days. Here you can see you need to provide length also by days. Length equal to 5 letters. Now you can see. So from 1/1/2010 it displays 5 days, continuous days. So now 1/1/20, 2/1/2010, 3/1/2010, 4/1/2010, 5/1/2010. Then another example you can try. Suppose you can take latest date 2020. Now July is the current month. Then starting date is let us know 15th. So by days only, suppose length equal to 10 you can take. Now you can see. So from 15th July 2022 it displays 10 days. Why? Because the length is 10, mentions number of days required. So 15, 16, 17 and so on. The 10th date is 24. So sequence of days based on days with given length, number of days. Then coming to next one, sequence of months. So everything is same, the syntax. In place of by you can mention month, then you can mention length also. Suppose January 1st 2020, you want to display 7 months from January in 2020. Whenever you can run this command, you can see 1st January is the first month with same date. Then same date in the February 1 to 20. Then same date in March. So and so on. The 7th one. So July 1st 2020. Now we'll also run this one. So we can recall the previous one. So by months. Suppose length equal to 10 letters on. So here you can take the starting year January, 1st of January. Now you can see. So it displays 10 months from January 2020. Now January is the first month, February is the second month, and so on. October is the 10th month. It displays till October. See, the date is same here. Why? Because you have given starting date as 1. Suppose if you can use starting date, let us assume 15. Then every month it displays the date 15th. Now you can see. So 15th January, 15th February, and so on. October, February. Whatever the starting date day, same day is displayed in each and every month. Here only month is changed. Like that, we will display sequence of months. Then coming to next one, sequence by years. So same thing, if you want to display year wise, the same date in each and every year based on the number of years mentioned. Suppose year 1st January 2020 by equal to years, length equal to 7. It displays 7 years the same day. So 1st January 2020, next second year 1st January 21, third year 1st January 22, and so on 7th year 1st January 2026. Now you can run this one. So here by equal to years. So it takes the years with the same day, same month. So now here we used February, 15th January 2020. Then you want 10 years with the same day, how you can see. So February, 15th January 20, that is first year. Next year is 15th January 21, and so on. 10th year is 15th January 2029. Like that, we will display sequence by years. So then coming to next one, using start and end dates as variables to find sequence with defining start and end dates. So suppose start date equal to, we are taking as the date. A specific date is taken as the starting date. Then end date is, we are defining the end value also. So end value is 15th July 2020. Then the output is based on the sequence function. So sequence of, first we are taking end date as the first value. Then second one is start date. Then by equal to -1, decrement by -1. Then whenever you can call out, so the output is displayed. Here you can observe our end date is February 15th July 2020. So we have taken that is the starting one. With that reverse going back, decrement by 1 month. So till it ends at the start date. Now you can see 15th July 2020. Then increment by 1 month -1. So then June 15th, then May 15th, then April 15th, then March 15th, then February 15th, then January 15th. So -1 month. So till your end value reaches, it displays all the dates from starting to ending. Now we'll also demonstrate this one. So you can assign a particular start date and a particular end date. Then you can execute this one. First clear the console. So first assume start date equal to as dot date. Simply you are storing the date value in one variable. So here what is the start date given? January 20, 2020, January 1st. So this is the start date. Then another variable end date. So you are giving end date as July 15th. So as dot date. So 2020 month is July, day is 15. Now we have taken start and end dates. Now you are defining output by using our sequence function. First taking with the end date as the start one, end date. It takes the end value as starting. Then the end one is the start date, reverse. Then by equal to -1, -1 month. That means decrement by -1 month. Now you can see. So now you can run this one. So whenever the cursor is entered into next term means there is no error, then you can call out. Now you can see. So it start with July 15th, 2020, decrement by -1 month. Then June 15th, then May 15th, and so on, January 15th. So like that to find sequence with defining start and end dates. Then coming to next one, that's all about working sequences with dates. Then working with letters, generating sequences of letters. So here two aspects are there in case of handling letters. Whenever you can use lowercase letters, all are, then to find a sequence of lowercase alphabets. Whenever you can use uppercase letters, all are capital letters, then you can find out sequence of uppercase alphabets. Now, first we will see working with lowercase letters. Simply you can call the string letters letters, all are lowercase letters. So then it displays all the alphabets with lowercase letters, small a to small z. So we'll also run this one. So now simply you can type letters letters. So you can see. So it displays are lowercase letters. So letters is the inbuilt function which stores all the alphabets with lowercase letters. Whenever you can use capital letters, all are capital letters, then uppercase alphabets are displayed. Now this is one data set we have, a vector. Then if you want to work out with the letters by taking a particular position value, then particular range value, so those also we will see here. Now you can see by using letters from index value colon to index value, you can give the range value from 2. So by using this to find sequence of lowercase alphabets from a particular index to a specified index. Now for example, here we have taken letters 1 is to 3. The starting value is first letter, then the end letter is third one. So it displays first 3 letters. So A, B, C. All are lowercase. Why? Because we are using lowercase letter. Then second example, here we have taken 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1 means reverse order it displays. So first third one, then second one, then first one. CBA. Then another example, letters of 21 is to 23. The 21 letter is U, then 22 is V, 23 is W. Then letters of a particular direct value, then it displays that position value. 2 means B. Then using vector with random values also, using combined function, letters of C of 2, 5, 7. That means it displays second letter, fifth letter, and 10th letter. Second letter is B, fifth letter is E, the 10th letter is J. So like that, we will display a range of letters with lowercase combinations using small letters. Now we will also execute this one. So first, if you want using square brackets, 1 is to range. Now you can see 1 is to 3. It displays A, B, C, first 3 values. Then you can take reverse one. So 3 is to 1. First 3 letters in the reverse. So CBA. Then any range you can take. Suppose 21 to 23. Then by taking vector C of suppose you want 21 not continuous 23 letters. How you can see. 20th one is U, 23rd is W. By using range values using vector. Like that we will display. Or directly by calling a direct position. If you can give 1, so it displays first letter. Then if you can give 23rd, it displays the 23rd letter like that. That is use of letters. Now this can be used for lower cases. Similarly for upper cases, we will use all our capital letters. So capital letters is used to find sequence of uppercase alphabets. Same commands you can use, but all are capital letters. Now you can clear the screen. Now you can type all are uppercase letters letters. Now you can see all uppercase letters are displayed. Then if you want to display a particular uppercase letter, first letter I want, so capital A. Then I want 10th letter, so it is J, capital J. Then I want 23rd letter, so it displays uppercase 23rd letter. Then a particular range also. So 1 is to suppose I want 1 is to 20. It displays 1 to 20 letters, capital A2 continuously. Then if you want a particular range, some 10 to 20, start with 10, J, end value is T. Then a random values C of Suppose I want 5 comma 7 comma ninth letters. You can use C of function. C is small only here. So now fifth letter is E, seventh letter is G, and ninth letter is I. Like that, we will display all uppercase letters. This is for default letters, capital A to capital Z. Then using letters from index to index. Use it to find sequence of uppercase alphabets from a particular index to a specified index. What we demonstrated. So these are all the examples. Then you can see the particular range, then direct values, what we have executed. Those screens are included here. Okay, that's all about sequences. So in this lecture, what we covered, sequences of indexed vector, then sequences of dates, then sequences of letters with both lowercase letters and uppercase letters. So now coming to conclusion, we have done with the aspects of sequence, although that is difficult to take each and everything. But I have taken sufficient number of examples through which you can have a fair idea that how do we generate the data using a sequence command. So my request to all of you is that you try to practice it, and in the next turn we will come up with some more comments. Till then, goodbye, happy learning.